Welcome to the Cinefied Podcast, a show where we enlighten you on what film to watch next by breaking it down so you can decide if you should go see it in theaters or watch it at home. This week's a little different because we're just doing one that's been out for several years. We're going back in time, back to 2019, to cover Knives Out. Knives Out 3, Wake Up Dead Man, is currently in limited theaters. It's apparently very difficult to find. It's not doing that well at the box office. Who's surprised by that? But it is coming to Netflix December 12th. We're not jumping into Wake Up Dead Man, but a review will soon be on Cinefied.com, so you can check it out way ahead of the December 12th release. So, my name is Connor Petrie. I'm here with Cassie.
Hi.
And I'm here with Tiffany. How you guys doing? You ready to talk Who Done It?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
So this film came back in 2019, and it happens to be very much in theme, in my opinion, with the holiday that just occurred, Thanksgiving. It happened to have a Thanksgiving release back in 2019, so maybe that's why I attribute it with the holiday. But it definitely has the family dynamics. They don't quite match my family dynamic, but, still a family atmosphere. I would hope my family doesn't act like this family because they are very toxic. But
they're very rich, so there's that.
They're very rich. I would like that part. But yeah, as far as the way they treat one another, yeah, it's a lot of bickering. But so Knives Out was Rian Johnson's, really his comeback, his kind of like action that he did after he got so many complaints about The Last Jedi. He released this film. I don't know if it was to solve the outcry that people were having on him about how his career needed to end. And this is like his way of being like, hey, see, I can make great content that's not Star Wars. I don't know. But that's how I like to see it, because this film is probably his best film in his filmography. And I love Looper. I love Brick. But yeah, this film to me is just an instant classic. And we'll see if you guys feel the same way. So this film was a smash hit at the box office. It made $312 million off of a $40 million budget, and it spawned two sequels that both, as I mentioned, got limited theatrical releases and then came to Netflix a little bit later. So I am very clearly, I've called it an instant classic. I've given it 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd multiple times. To me, it's a perfect whodunit. So I'm very curious how you both feel. So, Tiffany, would you give it a full popcorn, a half popcorn, or an empty popcorn in Cinefied standards?
I would give it full, so full that it's like spilling over the top. I love this movie so much. I still remember the first time I saw it in theater, and it's still to this day, like it ranks at one of the top theater experiences I've ever seen. I think it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. Still to this day.
When you say theater experiences, because the crowd was in on it, or
oh my god, it was so fun. Like I remember we didn't see it like immediately when it came out. I feel like we saw it like maybe like a month after it came out, but it was like still in theaters by my house for like a really, really long time. So I just remember like going to see, I think it was like right after Christmas that year. And then and we didn't think there were gonna be a lot of people there just because it was like a weird like early matinee. But it ended up being like packed theater. People were having such a good time, but it wasn't like to the obnoxious point that people were being distracting, but it was like this big like community, like everyone laughed at the same things. Like it was so fun. And I have not had a theater experience like that in a really long time. And I hadn't up until that point either. So I just really love this movie, and I think partly it was because of that theater experience. So yeah, I think it's so rewatchable. I love rewatching this movie.
No, I mean that's great, because this is 2019 was really the last time that movies kind of like stayed in theaters for an extended amount of time. It was really like the pandemic is what started this whole digital streaming. Like that was like when everything was like, hey, it's out for a week. It did okay at the box office. Here, you can watch it at home now. So
that is crazy to me.
Cassie, what about you? What is your opinion about this movie?
I mean, it's kind of a broken record, I guess. All three of us. It's hard not to love Knives Out. I'm so lucky that I got to see all three of them so far in the theater. And if you can see the third one in the theater, please do, because it's so funny. And I had a great theater experience too. But I saw the original Knives Out, I think like opening weekend when I went home for Thanksgiving. And the thing I remember most about it is I saw it with my mom. And at the end of the movie, she turns to me and she's like, I think one of the actors was James Bond. I was like, correct.
You would never know with his accent.
Did she say it after the movie was over? Or did she say it while the movie was still happening?
No, way after. Like we were getting up to leave. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. That actually reminds me of when we saw Little Women for the first time. The Greta Gerwig one, my husband leans over to me like at the very end of the movie and says very out loud in the theater, "That's Lady Bird." And I was like, "Yes, sweetie." That's so funny. That just reminded me of that. But that's so Daniel Craig, man, he is good.
Yeah, no, Knives Out. This movie just feels like a warm hug. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a cozy like hygge type movie. You know what I mean? It's a good movie to watch in a snowy, cold day. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, there's just such a comfort to this film, and we'll go briefly into especially Glass Onion a little bit later because we all three have seen Glass Onion, but we'll just briefly touch on that later in. But before we go into more of the story beats that we haven't really touched yet, the premise of the film, for those that have not seen it, is when renowned crime novelist Harlan is found dead at his estate just after his 85th birthday, the inquisitive and I don't even know what that word, debonair detective.
Debonair?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Debonair? You've never heard the word debonair?
No, I have not.
Classy, stylish.
Oh,
high
sure.
class.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Okay. Detective Benoit Blanc is mysteriously enlisted to investigate. So I think that's the biggest question I have before diving into the plot details is, are we all a fan of just this genre, like whodunits? Like, do we enjoy kind of like having that mystery like build up and like be so like cleverly written, like where you can guess at the beginning, like, oh, I think this is who it is, and then be surprised or disappointed that your guess was incorrect? I personally love it. It's one of my favorite genres outside, like even like, I mean, my favorite kind of whodunits is slashers. You got screams of whodunit. So I'm very curious how you both feel about it. Cassie, what about you? What's your opinion about the genre?
Yeah, I mean, they're so fun, and I feel like, I don't know, I need to seek out more of those like Clue type movies because it is fun when there's a mystery element to it, but as opposed to like a slasher film, it's like very low stakes. It's just it's fun and silly, so it makes you think, but it also doesn't make my nervous system feel like I'm like running a marathon when I'm watching it. You know what I mean? It's just, they just exist to, I just feel, make audiences happy. I love them so much.
And Tiffany?
Yeah, I totally just lost my train of thought.
No, you're good.
No, I'm very like screenwriter brain when I watch movies like this, so I'm always trying to like outsmart it, and people hate watching movies with me because I just like, I'll start doing this and they're like, Tiffany already figured it out. And I'm like, not that I figured it out, but it's just like I have a hunch, and not even just like with whodunit movies, just with anything. I'm like, that's gonna come back around, and people are like, why do you do that? And I'm like, I'm sorry. But like, what I like movies like this that are very well thought out and like to the point where like I can't even figure it out, or like where it's like very, very intricate and layered and deep. And it's like when some movies it's fun where you just kind of know what's gonna happen. You're like, all right, whatever. But I also like stuff like this where it's just like it's twisty and turny and you really don't know and you don't trust anybody.
Like a Russian doll of twists.
Yes.
It's like one twist, then another, and then another.
Hold on. It's a donut within a donut within a
donut. Yes. Fair play.
that quote is that's, to me, when I think of Knives Out, the original, that is what one thing is very comedic in this film. It is that one line of him bringing up the donut within the donut. And then, I mean, it's kind of like in Glass Onion, jump into there real quick. Like, the only thing I remember from that film is him explaining the plot of the movie, his solving the thing. He's like, no, it's just plain dumb. So, like that whole thing. And honestly, I don't know, like off the top of my head, what it would be in this new one, but I don't know. But we're not getting into that. But like, as far as he didn't really have a comedic catchphrase in this new one, he toned it down definitely.
See, I thought the third one was made me laugh more than any of them. Yes, but seriously, I loved it so much. But we're not talking about the third one. Sorry.
No, I brought it up. It's my fault.
I know. No, I thought it was really funny.
But the everyone here and on the cast, I mean, it's a stacked cast. We have to admit that. And every time I watch it, I forget one or two of these people was in the film, and it's always a surprise. And I'm like, oh, Jaden, whatever his name is from It's in here, you know, as one of them calls like the Nazi masturbator or whatever. So.
It's so funny.
But I figure let's just run down kind of the plot and kind of see if throughout if there's and this is not written, so I just kind of want to jump through like some issues I have with the plot, even though I think it's a perfect like film. I do have a few little nitpicks here and there, but the biggest ones are really just a matter of the I guess I don't the first up to the point where we see the circumstances occur with Marta and Harlan in the room, and we see her accidentally poison him. Like that scene in general is every time I watch it, it honestly makes me kind of like tear up a little bit. I think that performance between the two is so terrific. And then I feel like after that point, it like jumps to like, it just feels like it jumps to, it's like a tonal shift briefly, like where it goes to like the will reading, right? Isn't that like, it goes from that to like the will reading. And it just feels like a weird tonal shift of like, oh, I'm tearing up. And then it's like, just feels odd.
You wanted to cry longer?
Yeah,
you wanted to cry more. Pause it next time. Let yourself get it out.
You know what? I would say I didn't clock it as a tonal shift, but I can see what you're saying. But it kind of like when you think about it, when stuff like that does happen, it's like you don't always get it. You don't like if, when you're in a situation, you don't always get the time to grieve. It's like, okay, well now we let you, when it's someone like with that much notoriety and like what's that called when you're rich and you have like a death plan and what inheritance? Like when you have that much stuff to settle, it's like when you're in this family, it's like she's like grieving, but it like cuts to this family because that's what they're worried about.
That's their motivation. Right?
That's So I feel like you could kind of see it as like that's framing the movie to tell you basically what we're going to be doing here. We're not going to be crying about this. Like this is.
Because she didn't think she had a dog in the fight. She was like his buddy, you know? She just had like a very loving sort of friendly relationship with him. And that's what she was mourning. You know? Yeah.
And then it just kind of like wake up call. Oh, actually you're intermingled. You're about to be intermingled with a family who has no feeling about it whatsoever the way you do, you know? Or at least will show you. So yeah.
Well,
no, I agree.
Sorry. Go ahead. No,
I was just gonna say, I think this was my first introduction to Ana de Armas. Like, I think this was my first thing that I had ever seen her in.
I'd seen her in War Dogs.
Okay,
but, that was her first English language films. But so like, and that's kind of the purpose, I think, was she's supposed to be kind of Miles Teller's kind of like foreign wife that doesn't really speak English. So, and then
I feel like this was my first. This was the first thing I ever saw her in. She was so likable in it and sweet. And I think it's probably my favorite thing that I've seen her in. I don't think I've liked her in anything since as much as I've liked her in Knives Out.
No,
I think you're right. I don't think I've seen her in anything before this either. As I'm thinking back, I'm like, well, Marilyn Monroe. I'm like, nope, that came after. And then I'm like thinking of all like that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, no.
All that. Remember when she like dated Ben Affleck during COVID and all the like paparazzi photo, all that. It was all after Knives Out.
And then when they broke up, isn't it after they broke up, we got the iconic cigarette photo from Ben Affleck? I think it's him. His angry Dunkin' Donut photos.
Yes.
And his cigarette photo with the
I thought that was after him and Jennifer Gardner like got divorced.
No,
maybe I'm wrong.
No, that was years ago.
Was
this
it?
was like Ana de
really
Armas
out
era.
of the celebrity stuff.
All the doorstep photos were like after Ana de Armas.
Yeah,
because they got together because of that Hulu movie that I never watched.
Oh, it was not great.
I don't remember that.
Something water, dark water, deep water.
Deep water, I think. Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, it was like
it wasn't great.
I think it was like it was yeah, it was bad from what I saw, and it did not get good reviews. So, but
clearly we don't remember it.
I think Ana de Armas, one of the best things that this film brought to like fans of Daniel Craig and her is them partnering up once again for No Time to Die, because she's in No Time to Die for like a brief like 15 minutes of the movie, but her scenes are badass, and that's what I think was kind of her audition for like Ballerina, which I wish would have performed better. But
right.
But yeah, no, I'm a big fan of Ana de Armas, and but I do agree with you, Cassie and Tiffany, that I think that this is my favorite of her roles so far. But I mean, she still has a long career ahead of her. But I am the other thing, because they're actually, when I first started speaking, and I was like, I have issues with the film, but then I don't. so I think the only other thing that always throws me off, and it does, I mean, it's just a what is it, a gross out thing, I guess, for like where she like froze up in Chris Evans' face, and it's like it's all like chunky and whatnot. I'm like, I don't know if you needed that to be,
Yeah.
And it's a couple times she froze up. I'm like, but it's not like when she froze up in the vase. It's like her throwing up in that like soda mug in the car, like her like drink cup. She like when Benoit Blanc is arresting Ransom, and then she gets in the car, and she immediately froze up because she just lied to him, and then she puts the lid back on. I'm like, that's gonna smell so bad.
Yeah.
So, you're officially overthinking this, Connor.
I gotta come up with
it's been on his mind
like.
for years.
Yeah,
that's why he wanted to do this, because he needed to dissect this. He was like, I need to overcome this. He needed to talk it out with us.
Can't stay silent anymore.
Well, I guess if we're going into one last aspect that I personally kind of I'm kind of like, what are the chances of it? Is like he pulls out that knife and stabs her, and it's the one knife that's like a retracting knife. I'm like, are they all retracting knives, or do you just like, that's never like brought up? It's never like, here's my retracting knife, like I'm showing off at the beginning of the film. It's not like a MacGuffin that comes back up, so but I don't know, but yeah, and of course it has its knives out moment where someone says knives out and you point at the screen and you go,
Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
Yeah, exactly. But Tiffany, Cassie, do you have anything that you can point out that you disliked about this film? It could be plot holes, it could be issues you have with the acting, people that are not in it as much as you would have hoped.
Okay, I have to Google this actress's name because I'm forgetting it.
Which character?
The blonde woman?
Toni Collette?
No.
Jamie Lee Curtis?
Other blonde woman.
There's so many blonde women.
Oh, the other wife, the other sister-in-law that's like quiet.
Oh, from Garfunkel.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I remember thinking this in the theater when I saw it. Like, I feel like maybe there were like some cut scenes with her or something, because I felt like they sort of hinted at her having a side of the story to tell, and then we just never saw it.
Ricky Lindholm, yeah.
There's a part where she slowly walks by a door and she looks and like sees something happening, and you think you're eventually going to see something from her point of view, and you never do.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Maybe
that's something that I've been thinking about for 5 years. Like, actually,
like, what's her story and why didn't we see? And I would like to.
I know. Yeah.
I'm gonna look up if there's any deleted scenes or like cut scenes.
Because like, why? Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, why was she even in it? I don't know.
And then I'm talking about how I don't follow celebrity gossip / relationship stuff because of Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas. But then I know Ricky Lindholm is dating like Fred Armisen. So
really?
So it's like, I know some stuff, don't know other stuff. So they might be married, actually. I think they might be married. So
hold on a minute. Wait, I gotta check this out. What?
For audio listeners, we're Googling currently.
Oh, he's married. No, he's okay. Yeah, he is married. They got married in 2022 because I remember him being married to Elizabeth Moss.
Very briefly. They weren't married for very long. Yeah.
2 years, I guess. But that's why I always think of him being married to her, and I'm like, fuck, they're not married anymore.
Yeah, no, it's been a long time.
I don't know where my brain's stuck there for some reason.
Yeah, I would have been interested to see if there was more of a plan for her character that just
I want to
never
see if there's
pans
any
out.
deleted scenes. Deleted scenes, Knives Out. There's nothing really that comes to mind that I was ever bothered by. I think when I the second time I saw this movie, I started thinking really hard about it when the whole like explanation when they're climbing up the trellis at the end or climbing down, I don't remember. And I remember being confused about that. I'm like, well, that makes no sense. And the way they were explaining how it all happened, my pea brain was like confused by it. But now obviously years later, like I understand it all makes sense. But like I do remember like in the moment, not the first time I saw it, but the second time I saw it, being like, no, wait a minute. Something's not right. But I'm just slow. So I was thinking way too hard about it.
The one of the things that I feel like when I first watched it in theaters, I did think that he also, because the way he's laying on the couch and he's bleeding, I thought he cut his wrist too, instead of just his neck, because his arm is like bloody and whatnot. But I think it's just because the blood from his neck ran onto his arm. But
yeah.
Because I was like, yes, going extra on it.
Yeah, he was really committed.
But
okay,
yep,
there's a deleted scene of a bicycle accident, which explains why like Walt has a broken foot. And it says the beginning of the arc takes place during the initial reinterrogation of where Elliot looks at his foot, yada yada. There's a scene where the media starts investigating murder in her family. It shows Donna being frightened by a man and tries to say that Walt will pay him back. Like, that's the only thing that I can see about Donna, though. So I don't. Nothing about what she saw, though.
Yeah.
Well, I also noticed that Don Johnson, which is Jamie Lee Curtis's cheating husband in this film, not in real life. I just can't remember his name in this. He in the final shots, like when he's like chasing after the cops arresting Ransom, and then he turns back and like looks at his wife, and then also when he's looking up at the terrace or at the balcony, he has a black eye. Which I'm like, when did he get the black eye all of a sudden? Did you notice that, Cassie? Rewatching it today? Yeah, he has a black eye. So I'm like, I don't remember anybody punching him. So something off screen, I guess.
That happened on Succession. Do you remember that? Tom Wambsgans had a black eye in one scene and it was never explained, and it turned out it was from a deleted scene. They just never explained it.
That's funny.
So that does happen.
When we first watched this, did we all expect it to be Ransom as the bad guy at the end? Because they're all despicable people. Is there? I guess it's a two-parter question. Because did you expect that from the jump? And two, who is the worst of the Fernberry family here? Like, because I think there's a lot of different people that could be determined as the worst, but I think ultimately, for me, the worst family member is, very easily Ransom. But aside from Ransom, I think possibly Michael Shannon's character.
Yeah. He's pretty devious, but yeah, Ransom would definitely have been the most like calculated when it comes to being evil. So I would probably say him. I don't think I remember. Yeah, there's always so much going on in these movies. I never really can. Like, I always think I know where it's going, and then it always goes somewhere else. Like, so I don't think I saw it coming at all.
Yeah. I don't know if. What about you, Tiffany? Did you see it coming?
No, actually, I actually got to a point when I was watching this, and I remember watching this and being like, it can't be him. He's being so nice to her. And that's why I was duped.
He has such a nice cable knit sweater. Like, why would he?
I know. And there's a part of me that just exactly. I almost want my cable knit.
He's being so nice to her that he orders her food so that she can just vomit it right
back.
Vomit
all over his face.
Yeah. I almost wore my cable knit sweater, but it's too small. But my white one. But it's like I feel like Ransom is a product of his environment as well as the other two teenagers. I forget their names. The teenage girl and then the younger boy. It's like they're the way they are because of their family. And so it's like I don't totally blame them for being the way that they are, but it's kind of like interesting where it's like, okay, well, you could go the route of Ransom where he's a grown adult, makes these decisions and does these terrible, evil things. And then it's like you could see where that path for the younger two, and then it's like, where does Ransom get it from? All these crazy adults around him that he's lived around like this his entire life. And but yeah, I really honestly, I thought maybe it would have been Toni Collette's character because she just seemed the most materialistic and money hungry. And she was also, so have you guys seen Hereditary?
Yeah.
That came out like the year before, right? And so it's like you have two really distinct Toni Collette roles where she plays in dysfunctional families, but they're like so very different that she does them so well. So I just wanted to throw that in there. But I just I thought maybe it'd be Toni Collette, maybe Jamie Lee Curtis's character, because it was just so well thought out that it was all well calculated to a point where I was like, none of the men could have.
That's another thing that's so great though is like all these characters have like a motivation. Like you could see it being any of them for different reasons, and that's I think why it's like so brilliant, so brilliantly written, is because it could have been anyone, and I wouldn't have been surprised.
What I love about this movie is, and especially over the second one, and even the third one, but is the editing of this. I think is phenomenal. Like just the way that it transitions into other dialogue. Like one of the first examples of that is with the interrogations, where it keeps merging over to other people's interrogations, and they're asking questions, but obviously for humor, when Jamie Lee Curtis is going off on Benoit for trying to make her say something she didn't want to say, and then it cuts to her husband being like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "He's a piece of shit."
I agree with you on the editing, and probably the first one is probably the best. Yeah.
Yeah, it just, and also like the car chase where Lakeith Stanfield gets out. He's like, "That was the dumbest."
The other one, I had forgotten that he was in this, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, Lakeith."
I forget his name, but the other officer that's by his side the entire time.
Yeah, who is that?
I do think it's very disrespectful that he's not on this poster because everybody else is here.
You're right.
Here.
Yeah, so he's one of those guys where I'm like, wait, who is that? I can't remember who he is.
I'm looking at the cast.
Yeah, it's a guy that's he's like you know how Pixar had John Ratzenberger like always in their films for a long time. That was their lucky charm. That's kind of like Rian Johnson's like
Noah Segan or Noah Sagan.
Is that him?
I don't know his name. Yeah, he's in
all three.
Oh, you know what? He's in Brick.
Yeah.
Which is Rian Johnson's.
I think he's in every one of his films. I think he's also in Looper.
Is he?
Yeah. Also, I just want to point out that I do think it's also interesting that the way that Rian Johnson and Daniel Craig met was with his Star Wars, with like their Star Wars obsession, where they just started talking over that because Daniel Craig was in Force Awakens as a stormtrooper, and then
really,
as a voice.
Is that known?
Yeah. And so it's when
only Connor knew that.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
when Rey's like strapped down to like the table in the first film, it's like he's like the one guarding her, and he says like a line. And I mean, stormtroopers sound like stormtroopers, so you just like get a little like British like twang to it. So
what the heck?
But it's very clear to me that just going off of, I don't know how familiar you are with Craig's kind of not wanting to talk about Bond like at all. Like he's very like
Mhm.
not into the character, like
Mhm.
even leading up to his final thing. And I feel like he really loves this character at this time. Like he seems to just love doing this, and he's very like vocal about how he's just like, yeah, the accent's different in everyone because I don't know how to do it. So
I love Benoit Blanc. I at this point, and I've never been a big James Bond person anyway, honestly. My dad tried to get me into it when I was little, but I just never really did.
that's all right.
I think of Benoit Blanc now when I see his face. I don't think of James Bond. Honestly, I think it's going to wind up being like one of maybe his most iconic character, like of his career. And good for him. Like I feel like he wants that.
Yeah.
No, I think that's exactly what he wants because he's definitely is tired of people bringing up. I mean, I'm sure eventually he'll get tired of this character as well, but definitely at this time it seems like he's definitely like, don't mention Bond, but come up to me and talk Benoit Blanc, I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, was this Christopher Plummer's last movie?
No, because this film came out
2019.
Well, I'll look it up real quick, but I believe he did after this where he replaced Kevin Spacey in that one movie where they it was like All the Money in the World, the Ridley Scott movie.
Oh my gosh.
And Kevin Spacey had a big role in that film as like a billionaire guy that like kind of like his character here, except he's a piece of shit in that movie where he refused to like give his inheritance to people. But no, he was in several stuff after that. It looks like nothing I've heard of. Looks like this was his last big thing. He did something else in 2019 called The Last Full Measure. And then in 2019, he did a show called Departure. He was in 9 episodes of that. And then,
so he was like 90 years old and still working.
91. Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, he was so, like, he is someone who was just so handsome every day of his life. Like, he was like 89 when this movie filmed. Like, he looked so good and was just so
looking fine.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, that's weird. But
it's like you look at the poster, and there's like Chris Evans, Daniel Craig, and him. And they're the fine 3
like
and Lakeith too. He's also in the middle there.
Seriously.
The finest men in the middle of the poster.
Oh
Love
my gosh. Yeah. No, it's God, what a career. Like, just I don't know.
I'm trying to here it is. I was trying to find something. So my dad got me into when I was younger. I haven't done it in a while, but we used to send fan mail out to celebrities and see if they would respond. And you get some people that send out fake things back or don't respond. Like Jim Carrey will always respond back, but it's his secretary and it's a fake signature. But Christopher Plummer.
That's funny.
Did Christopher Plummer write you something?
He didn't write me, but he sent me back. I sent him a letter, which it's over there, so I'm not going to get it. But I sent him just my cover.
Go get it. It's right there.
I want to see it. Oh my gosh. I only ever wrote Jonathan Taylor Thomas when I was little.
Really?
Oh and it was, again, they would like send back like a copied like thing with the signature that was just like photocopied. I mean, it was nice. It was better than nothing.
It's fun though. You got something back.
Yeah.
So it's basically it's in I put it in a case. So the actual autograph, because I have other ones that I'll show you here in a second. But I sent him this, like the slipcover of Up, and well, I actually sent him the actual cover. So this is another fan mail one where it's signed by Ed Asner, who plays the Carl. Oh. But inside here, in the he actually signed the inside cover of the case inside here. He signed that, and this is all I sent him. But I said how much, like growing up, I loved Sound of Music, and so he sent me like this, which see.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
That is so cool.
He sent me. I don't know where the autographs are on these. Oh, up here.
Hey Connor,
I would
why aren't these in frames?
I was gonna say, what are you doing?
I looked at it weird. I'm like,
this one.
Christopher Plummer sent you Sound of Music photos.
So.
And you didn't even ask for them.
I didn't ask for them, no. So, because when it came back, I was like, "This is way heavier than." And I only gave because when you send stuff out for fan mail, you obviously these people are most likely in a way rich, but you don't want to like not be like an asshole, and you want to like send them money to send the stuff back. So I sent them. It's like maybe like $5, and it was like I think the return shipping was like almost $10. So he paid like out of his pocket to like send these back. So yeah,
this would be the first story that I tell everyone I meet if this happened to me. My God, Connor.
They're like, that should be like when you first walk into your house, that's the first thing people see. I would be so annoying about it.
Are you both Sound of Music people?
Yeah, but like
but it just like clearly that like if it was I'm just saying like the equivalents also like I mean that's amazing.
I have like my binder, it's in a binder. But
it's in a binder, Tiffany. It's in a binder.
It's bullshit. Bullshit binder.
God.
Bury it in the binder. No one's never gonna see
talking
it.
about Glass Onion. I don't know with the glare and whatnot, but that right there is Kate Hudson's autograph.
Oh, I'm sitting there.
I know.
Yeah. It's very glary because I'm not taking that one out.
Need a monocle to see it. Wait, so I didn't know. So I've known the concept of sending fan mail, like fan letters or like fan items. I've never heard of sending something for them to sign and sending it back to you. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to accept that it may never come back.
Yeah.
So you don't ever want to send anything that you like love. Trying to see if there's another one in here. My brother does it all the time. Well, he's not as much anymore, but you can send to like this is one of my favorite ones because I'm a huge and they're off based on what we're talking about, but it doesn't matter. I'm a huge Monk fan, which is in itself a whodunit every episode. And so I got Michael, my brother. He sent me or got me this, which you can just it's Tony Shalhoub who plays Monk. And you can just send a letter to the place they're playing and ask for an autograph, and they'll send you a playbill.
That's really cool.
That's cool.
You just pay for the shipping, so you don't know who you're going to get because I have Tony Shalhoub, I got Alan Rickman.
That's so special.
Alan
Rickman, which I do want to frame that one eventually. And then this is Daniel Radcliffe.
I'm gonna send you some frames.
Well, yeah.
I'm just gonna ship you some frames because, like, there's no. Then you'll have no excuse.
But
Tiffany, I just noticed it says Cinefied on your TV.
Yeah. See, last time it was mirrored, so you couldn't
so
read
cool.
it.
I just made the images big, and I'm like, oh,
thank you, guys.
And then the last one I got is this one. So number one, Michael got me, which is that's Michael Shannon. So
that's a cool gift idea. I never even thought to do that for someone, but yeah, I guess there's a 50-50 chance you'll never get it back. But
yeah.
Well, this one Michael went in person too because Michael Shannon has a band, and so he went to outside of like the stage door, and he came out and signed this with a couple Funko Pops, and he was not very happy about it.
Really?
I was just gonna say it was like for his music.
Come on.
So he's like, why am I like signing some of this movie? I was like,
yeah.
At least he did it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's too funny.
But as far as this film goes, back to Knives Out, and for those that are listening, I showed several autographs because that was not great for.
And we bullied Connor about not having them framed.
Yeah,
because that's some bullshit.
So
should I not be swearing? Are we gonna have to bleep me out?
No, we swear.
Yeah,
we swear.
Fuck it, we swear.
Yeah, we always swear. So I'm the one that usually
do cuss a little.
Let's see. Yeah, I didn't enjoy the spider crawling on Fran's face in the.
I fully forgot that Fran was like. I completely forgot about her until I rewatched it. Yeah, which is funny because she has kind of an integral role, especially toward the end there, and I fully forgot that she existed.
Yeah, the you did it.
Yeah.
You did it.
I was like, how did I not
It's like, oh, she did. You did it.
I'm like, I feel like I had so many like things in my head to talk about before this, and now I'm like losing all of it because I'm remembering all these other things that happened in this movie. I'm like, so much shit happened in this movie. So much shit happens in this movie.
Yeah. No, that's true. There is.
Every time I was telling Connor, I'm like, I didn't even like. Every time I rewatch this movie, there's one part of this that I don't remember, and it's always different every time. Like some days, sometimes I'll watch this and forget.
You watch it every day.
Yeah, I watch it every day, you guys. I didn't want to admit this, but actually, the knives have been out in my house since 2019. No, like I'll forget like the little old like aunt like that she sees Ransom in the window. Like I will forget that until it happens. Or like when
it's a little jump scare.
What's the building that blows up? Is it the old?
It's it's like the medical.
Where like the DNA is. Yeah. I'll forget that happens, and I'm like, oh my god, like I just random stuff that like most people probably remember when they watch this, and I like, well, but it's so fun. So it's like I know what happens, but it's like the little details, and it's like so fun to rewatch because so much happens. It's like Lord of the Rings for me. Like I actually that's kind of worse because I never remember what happens in those movies. Every time I watch those is like a new rewatch for me because I'm just like, ooh, I don't know what happened. But yeah. What time of the year? Okay, so everyone always says that this is a fall movie, and it obviously is a fall movie. But when exactly does this movie take place? Like what month? Is it like late October, before Thanksgiving and Christmas, right before Thanksgiving? What
feels like October? It feels like October, or I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they never established where exactly this film is taking place either. So, but I mean, it feels like it feels like an East Coast kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, like a Connecticut type.
Yeah,
or like
I was going to say like Massachusetts or something.
I was saying like the Carolinas.
People from the East Coast listening to this are like way off. I don't know.
Sorry,
I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
this is the Be On Your Phone episode. Let me see if Ryan Johnson has clarified. Let's see where,
because I tried looking it up. I'm like, what date around does this movie take place? I couldn't find anything. So
okay, he did directly say where this film takes place. He says this is it's because of, and that's because I guess it's where it was filmed. So he's just like, that's also where it takes place. So it takes place in Massachusetts.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, you got that.
I think I said that.
Hey, yeah, you did. Was one of you said that right on the nose.
Let's see.
Interesting. Also, I just noticed the tiny print on the poster says, hell, any of them could have done it. Like that's the tagline.
Oh my god, that's
so
funny. I never just realized that. That's funny.
I expanded the screen and now I'm noticing everything.
You're like, wow, my eyes have been opened up to a whole new world here. She's reading everything, everyone. Okay.
It's obviously take this with a grain of salt, but because this is we don't endorse AI here with Cinefied, but it's what I'm utilizing right now. So take it with a grain of salt. Knives Out takes place in November around the time of the Thanksgiving holiday. The movie's set in New England during the fall, and its focus is on a family gathering during with a holiday feel, with all the connected to this time frame of the month of November. So
okay.
Kind of,
so it's weird because no one ever mentions a holiday. No one ever mentions that's why I think it might happen after Thanksgiving because no one mentions the holidays coming up, and it's in between both holidays. To me, it's a late November movie, but that could just be because of when it originally came out. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely they're bundled up, but they're not bundled up enough that they're in super cold
it's not January,
right?
Yeah, it's not quite December.
I get maybe I would say mid-November. That's where I'm
maybe
then.
Yeah, maybe
maybe
it
up yet, so
yeah, you're right. You're right.
And a house like that probably would have Christmas stuff up, right? So
yeah.
Unless he just doesn't believe in the holiday. So you don't know. This family's wild.
It's true.
So
it is like, do you guys watch The Bear?
I don't personally.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
So you're
there's
a loner,
a very
Tiffany.
so there is a very specific episode of The Bear. If anyone listening has seen The Bear, you know what episode I'm talking about. It's literally a holiday episode where all the characters are in the same place having a dysfunctional family holiday. Jamie Lee Curtis is also in that episode, so it's very fitting for her to have been in that episode because she was in this movie, and that's very like kind of the same, not the same, but like very similar, like cunning family dynamics. It's like so jarring and shocking and will make you so uncomfortable if you did not grow up in a family like that. So that's why I think that's why people also associate this with a holiday movie, because it's like this huge family getting together, fighting in the other room, telling me I grew up in a very, very scrappy, loud family. So like the whole fighting with like the eat shit. And he's like, what does he say off screen? They're like in another room and you can hear while going, I'm not gonna eat 1 iota of shit. Just like it's like that just stupid dumb
Come
shit
to think
like
of
that.
it, does she have gambling debt or something? Because she's in like everything. She never stops working. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh,
like, why
I
is
don't know.
she in
I think she might just like
working.
being on the screen.
I guess, yeah.
Because this was before her Oscar, and I will tell you, since she got that Oscar, I don't think she cares that much. I could be wrong, but
I mean,
not that
if
she
you're gonna
doesn't
get
care,
an
but
Oscar for that,
I'm just like, I
don't
feel
either.
like yeah, I know. I'm like, and even then, I'm like, I don't know, whatever.
I'm just gonna say it. I think she deserved the Oscar for this one over Everything Everywhere All at Once.
You know what? Yeah, honestly, if she was nominated and got an Oscar for this,
I love Everything Everywhere All at Once, but I'd rather this mystery movie over that wild, movie that like whenever I bring it up to someone, they go, "Is that the one with the guy putting the butt plug up his butt?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess it's one scene, but yeah.
Won so many Academy Awards, and they're like, butt plug.
You gotta keep in someone's brain somehow,
Can I make a confession?
Yeah.
I did not like Chris Evans until I saw him in this movie.
Oh, really?
I was not a Chris Evans fan. Like, not that I didn't dislike him, but everything, I was just not impressed by him. And
I've never felt any sort of way about him necessarily. Yeah,
I was just like, whatever. And then after I saw him in this, and every time I'm just like, oh yeah, Chris Evans. Like, I feel like maybe this movie just put a good taste in my mouth about everybody. I don't know, but it's just like I was really impressed by him. Still to this day, I'm like, God, that was such a good performance. Shit, like, I don't know who else could have done that in the way that he did it. Also, when your name is Ransom, that's so badass. Like, that is such a cool name.
Yeah, they're either going to be really cool or really evil.
Yeah.
Like, there's no in between.
When
Ransom, no.
See, when I saw his name was Ransom, I was like, oh, it's like, like holding something for ransom. It's like he's the bad guy.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that could have been
damn, Connor,
foreshadowing there.
Yeah.
I just thought it was in the theme of like mystery novels or whatever, like,
or like it is very much a name that like rich people would give their kids to.
Yeah. Apple.
Yeah.
I know we'll have to conclude this here shortly, Tiffany, because you do have to leave here shortly, right?
I have to dip. Just
okay.
A little, yeah.
So
I can go maybe about 10 to 15.
Okay, sweet.
Minutes.
So there's only a few little things that have come to my brain. One of them being about something that I forgot instantly, but the other one,
it's just that type of night, man. We're just rolling with it.
It was about Chris Evans, but hopefully it'll circle back. But another thing about Chris Evans is he's kind of in the same boat as, I guess multiple MCU stars where they really like got stuck into that universe like from the jump, and they haven't really escaped out of it. Where like I would say like even it's a lot of them, the main cast. But I mean, I think Mark Ruffalo is really the only one that's escaped out of it. It's because he had a very successful career up to taking over the role
before. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'm a gigantic one. It's in my top 5 movies of all time, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. So I loved him in his brief role as the character in that and being an asshole in that. So I was just used to him just playing assholes. So aside from Captain America, but yeah, I mean, him and Chris Hemsworth, Tom Holland, yeah, they need to figure their lives out outside of the MCU, but I guess they don't have to because they're rich.
They're so good. Like you need to do you need to go do other stuff?
I mean, I don't know.
Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah. Is he that good? I guess.
I mean, he's good at in the role of Thor when he's
right.
We'll get him in good direction. But
sure.
So,
I don't know.
But I'm not like God. I'm dying to see him in more stuff.
No, but I don't know.
He was good in Cabin in the Woods.
And I think he needs to be in something else other than Thor. And I just think he's beautiful. See, that's the difference. It's like I wasn't impressed with Chris Evans, but I'll make the exception for Hemsworth because I just think he's gorgeous. I don't know.
So if going at this poster, which for those listening, which is this is a very visual episode, but for the poster that is in the video, I am curious how familiar you both are with this cast, and if you obviously Catherine Longford, that's what her name is. That's what we established.
That's what we decided.
Yeah.
That's what we decided.
Yeah.
Take the gavel.
Yeah, Langford.
Langford.
Yeah.
She is very inactive these days and didn't do a lot outside of 13 Reasons Why, so she's excluded from this process. But the rest of the actors here, is there? Would you just going down the line? Just starting with Don Johnson. What is your favorite film or TV show that they're in? And it can be this, if this is honestly your favorite. I was going to say,
you expect me to name something else Don Johnson is in? I don't know. I personally, his dad. That's what I know.
I personally have a favorite that's actually beyond this that for him.
Okay, what is
it?
So I'll start. So for me, Don Johnson, my favorite role of his is actually in Django Unchained.
Okay,
he's very brief in that movie. But
wait, he's in Django and I love Django and Jane. Yep. Wait, he's in that. Where does he play?
I believe he's one of the scene where the people are being whipped and then there's the flowers and stuff and Django comes up behind and shoots him in the head. Yeah, that's Don Johnson. It's hard to describe. So many
people in that movie, but I believe you.
Yeah.
But yeah, Don Johnson is Django for me. I think I couldn't really think of others. So you guys are good at IMDb-ing, seeing what else he's been in. But Jaden, I can't remember his last name, but I mean, I love the first It. I would say his role in It is substantially more than this. I think he's good in this, but as far as character, I mean, It Chapter 1. Michael Shannon, to me, I feel like people need to check out Take Shelter. If you've not seen Take Shelter, that's a phenomenal film that really shows his acting chops. And that's directed by Michael Nichols, who did Bike Riders last year and other films that I can't think of right now. But yeah, he's a talented director. Skipping Catherine, Chris Evans for me.
Oh my.
So, I mean, I would say Knives Out. Based between 13 Reasons Why and this, I would say Knives Out. She's mainly after season 1 of 13 Reasons Why, she's just a ghost / absent from the show, which makes sense. Chris Evans, I would say probably this, to be honest.
I would say this, yeah.
Daniel Craig, I mean, I have to go Bond for me, but this is very close. I would go out of the Bonds. I would say Skyfall, Lakeith Stanfield, Lakeith. I'm blanking on Lakeith for some reason.
He's the Get Out guy, right?
Yeah,
he was in Get Out. Very brief.
Yeah, brief, but iconic.
I mean, obviously, yeah, iconic. I'll have to look him up in a second. Jamie Lee Curtis and, of course, Halloween.
Yeah, same. That's oh my god, I love Halloween's one of my favorite movies of all
Toni
time.
Collette for me is actually second time I've said a film in my top 5 of all time, and it does fluctuate sometimes a little out of the top 5. But the way back with Steve Carell and Toni Collette and Sam Rockwell. I mean, it's my favorite besides Seven Psychopaths. It's my favorite Sam Rockwell performance. Yeah, she's great in it, and then Ana de Armas. I would say this. Same with Christopher Plummer. I think Christopher Plummer, even though his role is minor compared to a lot of his other roles in his career, I would say this, but I would get if you go Sound of Music.
I was gonna say, you don't think Sound of Music? For Cassie. Me, I was gonna say for Tony, it's Sixth Sense for me. I just have to say.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Mine is Hereditary, but I basically already said that earlier.
Yeah.
So Toni Collette, we'll just go you guys together on that. So Toni Collette, you said Sixth Sense. Tiffany, you said Hereditary. Ana de Armas, what would you say is your favorite of theirs? This or something else?
This, and then when she hosted Saturday Night Live, it was pretty funny.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, she did. She has a couple sketches that were pretty good.
And Christopher Plummer, what would you say for him?
Sound of Music.
Would you say that as well, Tiffany?
I don't know. I have to look.
Okay, we'll circle back.
I don't remember, guys. I'm so bad.
This iconic golden age of Hollywood actor to figure out what her favorite.
No, I literally I don't want to say Sound of Music because it's like there might be something else I'm not thinking of.
I don't know. I don't know what The King and I. Was he in The King and I? Was that someone else?
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. What about Daniel Craig? Would you say this or something else?
I don't know. Probably this. Didn't Chris Plummer play Van Helsing in Dracula 2000? Hold on, wait, let me look. I want to say that was him. Because if that's the case, then that's my answer.
But we don't know. Okay, no. The King and I was a different brooding, sexy man.
Who?
I guess. Yul Brynner.
Oh.
Not familiar. Yeah. Lakeith is actually short-term 12.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Which was his first role.
For me, I think for Lakeith, my favorite role of his is Judas and the Black Messiah. I love that movie.
Oh, that's a good one.
And obviously, oh god, his role in Get Out is so good.
Yeah, I would have to say Get Out. He's so good in that movie.
It's valid. We'll just jump over Chris. What about Michael Shannon? Do you have a favorite Michael Shannon?
Oh god, he's been in so much good stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm a Shape of Water enjoyer. I really liked him in that movie, honestly. Yeah. What else do I love? I agree with you. Connor Take Shelter was really good.
And that's a really good Jessica Chastain too.
Yeah.
In that. So. But all right, I think that concludes that point, at least.
That point and then, where I was not helpful. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
No, and that's what I literally when I'm looking at this poster, I'm seeing these actors, I know who they are, but I'm just seeing them in this role in this movie. So it's hard for me to remember what else they're in.
Yeah.
And I know that's such a cop-out answer, but I straight up, I'm everyone in this movie is 100% their character, and I'm just that's Ransom. I don't know what else. What do you mean? What other movie was he?
That's our grandpa sitting in the front there in the chair.
That's my grandpa. Right
yeah,
there.
And the rest are my
detective.
friends. Yeah. What else would you want?
What are you talking about? I look at the little kid from It. I'm that's just the kid from It.
Yeah.
That's the girl from 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah. Yeah, it's valid.
I don't even I know everyone loves my husband loves James Bond, and I'm like Cassie, I didn't really get into them that much, but I don't even look at him anymore and think of James Bond. I think of this. I think of Benoit Blanc. I don't.
Yep.
You know.
Well,
Jamie Lee Curtis. You know what? I did say Halloween,
but
I think I'm gonna retract. I think I'm gonna change it to Freaky Friday. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know what?
Valid.
Actually, we quote that movie so much in my house, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna change it.
So the Benoit Blanc has a lot of good like moments in this, and it is there just throughout the franchise, I guess. And I mean, and Tiffany has not seen the third film, and we're not going to do any spoilers, but we might include a moment in the third film if there is one with Benoit Blanc that is our favorite. But yeah, with definitely, I want to kind of get your guys' feel on a favorite Benoit Blanc moment if you can come up with one. Cassie, do you have one? And then I'll kind of figure out mine.
Man, I wish you'd given me time to think about this beforehand.
Yeah, Connor, you should have given us like the prompt.
No, I'm making it's not even on the phone. I just came up with it.
I mean, again, I don't want to spoil
tonight.
There is a scene in the third movie where Benoit Blanc gets into his car and a music starts playing very loudly, and it's kind of an embarrassing song choice, and it is probably the hardest I've laughed in like the entire franchise. So yeah, do you know what I'm talking about, Connor? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I don't. Is that well, the only time he's in the car is coming out of the jail, right? He goes in the car and
I don't remember what he's. It's nighttime and he gets in a car and yeah, it's funny. It's funny. That's all I'm gonna say.
But yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of. I guess we don't have to narrow it down, but I do think that there are a lot of really good moments with just his kind of like the way he reacts to stuff throughout the movies. Like I just like how like like I brought it up, the donut conversation. And how into it is, and he's like looks over at Ana de Armas. He's like, I'm just making out my process, and then she's like, can we make a quick stop? It'll be quick. And he's like, well, sure. So it's just like, I like that. It's like they're literally trying to like follow these cops to like wherever. Like he's just like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll stop wherever you need to stop. But yeah, I mean, and when he jumps in this film, when he jumps in and saves her from admitting that she murdered Harlan, and she's like, so you treated her like shit. So, but yeah, he does
something similar in the third movie. He's just so. I love the way he goes about like figuring things out and letting everyone else know what happened. He's so smart, but also like very empathetic. And he can genuinely tell when a person is like a good person, even if they maybe did something that led to something bad happening or something like that. That's sort of a common thread, I feel like, in all these movies. And I think that's really sweet.
Yeah, I did think, I do think that it is, I don't think it means anything, but I do think it's interesting that there's a scene of him in this film where he's outside and he's in complete darkness, and he like kind of reveals his face. And not a spoiler for the third film, but there is a moment where all of a sudden sunlight comes and shines on his face.
Yeah.
And so I'm not sure if like it was just kind of like similar styles that they wanted to kind of replicate in different kind of meanings. Or
there's a lot of symbolism in the third one. I love the. Sorry, we're gonna talk about the third one.
No,
the third one's like my favorite.
I kind of wish that I saw the third one now before I like. There's actually looked up a screen time. Like there is a screen time tonight at like 10 o'clock by my house, and I'm just like,
I don't know what you're doing tonight.
I do. I work at 12 tomorrow at noon, so like I could do
that's
it.
Late. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
it's time to go see Knives Out 3.
Do it. I'm like, yeah, and then we'll come back and do a part 2. Really
well, when we compare it to just Glass Onion, because I did mention at the top that we would briefly bring that up, and then we will depart for now and come back sometime in the future, probably next week with something. Who knows? But the drastic difference between the tone of this film to that film, I think, is kind of outrageous. I don't know. I really like this film. Has like, it's a gothic feeling. It's very like, you know, it has that fall vibes, and then it's just like the Glass Onion. There's multiple things in that film that I just feel like they just did just to be like, they didn't have to have it. Like this film did not take place in 2019. Like they could have just said it takes place in a time. Like they did not need to make Glass Onion be like, hey, they need to have this fantastic COVID shot so they can all breathe without masks. I'm like, they could have just pretended like the mask thing wasn't a thing and act like it wasn't 2022 or 1 or whatever. Yeah. So I just didn't get why they did that.
I did like Glass Onion, but I understand like why people wouldn't, and I'm glad they sort of scaled back a little bit for the third one.
Yeah, they went back to a darker tone.
Yeah,
over it because it was just, I feel like they made Benoit Blanc way too comedic in the second one to me. I thought they made all the characters way too dumb.
It was a lot, yeah.
And they're supposed to be like influencer types and whatnot, but yeah, like Kate Hudson annoyed the crap out of me.
Yeah, I did not like her, and I was just gonna say, like, all I remember is them like being in a fancy house that I did not like.
Yeah,
weren't they all like? I really don't remember that movie, but I do remember them all being drunk at one point.
Yeah,
and then like they're like breaking shit. Am I remembering that correctly? Like they're just
very
kind of
end.
like
At the very end. Yes, they break.
Okay, yeah, and I just was like.
Monet
like,
breaks
where
up,
are we? What is the point of what's going on? I don't know. Maybe I just have to rewatch it again. Maybe I will, but I did not like it the one time that I saw it.
I loved the Hugh Grant cameo in Glass Onion.
I was hoping, and this is a spoiler, just straight up, he's not in the third film, and I was disappointed. I think as myself and Cassie have seen these 3 films, we'll just end it with this, and I think it's very, very certain, just based on what you just said, Tiffany, about the first and second film, that you would say this film is miles ahead of Glass Onion as far as rewatchability. Where would you, Cassie, put the third, second, and first film in order of how much you would rewatch it?
Like, maybe controversial, but the third one is just very special to me. So I would go 3, number 1, and then 1, and then 2. Yeah.
I'm very curious.
It makes me really want to watch it now.
I don't know why. I also saw it at LFF, so I kind of have like those like the love goggles on of like everything that I see when I'm in London, which might have something to do with it. But you know,
London will do that to you.
No, it's good. It's a good movie, man. I really liked it, and I'm excited for you to watch it, Tiffany. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys know how I feel about it when I go see it. I'm like kind of gonna go con my husband into go seeing it tonight, maybe sometime this week, though. Definitely.
Yay.
No, definitely check it out. I watched it at home, but there's just no screenings near me, so. But I would definitely go this one above the third one, and then the distance. The Glass Onion. I think they're all watchable, but I do think that it's just, there's too much that I dislike about Glass Onion. And I honestly, like, people will be like, Knives Out, and I go, oh yeah, Knives Out, and they'll go, did you watch Glass Onion? And I'm like, oh yeah, Glass Onion.
Also, Thomas Hayden Church is in the third one, who is like a friend of Cinefied. Like, how many times have we interviewed him? We have like
twice,
which is like a lot for us, right?
Yeah. So he's really good. Yeah, everybody in the third film is really good. No one, I will say, compared to the second one, the third one had nobody that pissed me off. I think Glenn Close came close.
No Kate Hudson.
No Kate Hudson.
But all right. Well, that was a very scattershot kind of reflection back. No, it's my fault. But
we had fun.
We had fun talking about it. I showed some autographs. You know, we talked about just different things throughout and had a good time. So that's all that matters. And I think, if anything, we can all agree that. Even though it's past Thanksgiving, because we are recording this on Saturday the 29th, this is still a very valid film to go watch leading up to Christmas, because it still has the family element, and you all have to get back together for Christmas. So
it's good preparation.
Yeah. But that concludes that concludes the Cinefied podcast for this week. So make sure to follow us on Letterboxd, as well as all of our social media platforms. You can find other episodes of the Cinefied podcast that up to this point have been all new releases. So you can go check those out, as well as our written reviews, interviews, and retrospectives on Cinefied.com. Now make sure to go pop some popcorn, grab a drink, and remember, stay Cinefied. See you guys next time.